Welcome to the Tarot Insight channel. I'm going to be doing some readings right now, and they are going to encompass all 12 signs. I'm going to begin with Leo. So, in the past, you have shown yourself to be truly different, a nonconformist on some level, and this is drawing attention to you. In the present, you are dealing with either your own somewhat of a bad plan or someone else's not so good plan. The point is that this person is trying, Leo. In the future, brace yourself because there is a part of you that is bringing additional attention to yourself, or there is some type of action being taken on behalf of someone else. And this is going to bring additional attention towards you. And you may or may not really feel like you want all of the attention because it could become overwhelming in some sense. Yes, Leo's like some attention, but scrutiny is not really that good for any human being in general. Do brace yourself because you are being initiated in a strong divine type of wisdom, and this is something that the universe is bringing you. You'll be able to get through it and develop a deeper perspective. Aquarius. In the past, you have come through a scenario where you were tempted and you got through it essentially. In the present, you're in a position to where you're being encouraged to be generous to someone or many others. And this is going to contribute to the overall well being of yourself and the universe in some capacity. And in the future, brace yourself because although troubled waters do come and go for those who you know or for yourself, you still are coming through this as um, just getting over it, bracing yourself, um, being more or less indoctrinated inside of the wisdom of the universe. This is a development of perspective when it comes to you and your wisdom, Aquarius. Gemini. You have gotten through some pretty harsh judgment. Someone has taken you through some harsh judgment in the present, this present day. Things are going on that are really just changing things up, switching things up for you. And that's what's going on in the present. In the future, brace yourself because you will be coming through a scenario where you are being ripened as far as your wisdom goes, being initiated to a higher perspective by the universe. And you're going to have a good sense of humor throughout everything. So it's really just going to be a piece of pie for you, a slice of pie as you go through it. You just have to push yourself just a little bit there because it's bright. It's out of the blue so much. Tired. In the past, people have been a little bit jealous of you and your way of living the good life. They can't understand your luck. They can't understand how things have gone down for you. Um, However, you have been able to acquire something that you really wanted and it's showing up here in your past, in the present. You are developing your skill set. You are maintaining your learning on some level. And it is something that's helping you to feel better about anything that is more or less out of your control. And embrace yourself because something is going to be happening that is really all about action, firm action, taking a stance. And this is just the universe developing you onto a higher level, initiating you into a deeper wisdom. Sagittarius. In the past, you have brought some attention to something that was going on, and some people have had random little things to say about how to fix the situation. However, you haven't been aiming for a quick fix, and in the past, it shows up as you taking control of something going on so that you can get a better, more cemented fix for an issue that popped up. In the present, what's showing up is a traditional viewpoint, staying true to your values, living life to the fullest. There is some positivity and some good luck, some wealth. You know, any savings that you've had is really that's paying off during this time, helping you to live more of a good life and brace yourself because you will be tempted in an extreme manner, Sagittarius, and this is just the universe initiating you to a higher level of knowledge. Aries. In the past, you've had some emotional turmoil that you have endured. You have gone through something that really kind of gave you an emotional upheaval. Um, you either showed it or um, internalized it. However, it's coming up here in the present. You do feel like life may be holding you back somewhat because of things that are going on. You are dealing with this censorship, and that's what's going on in the present. Brace yourself for in the future, you will be someone else's rock in a sense. This person is coming through some troubled situation, and you're, in fact, kind of like stroking this person emotionally because you know what it's like to go through some emotional upheaval, and this person is going to cling to you because this person is going to feel that you're helping them to feel much, much better. And bracing yourself is just coming in to where you're going to be the strength. You're going to be who this person is looking up to. And the universe is initiating you into a higher level of knowledge as you help someone else after, just getting through something yourself. And it's really stepping up to the plate in a big way. Grace. Capricorn. In the past, you have really made a name for yourself on some level. Even if you feel that you're kind of like in the background, you have been noticed for either your maturity or either you just standing out in a superior way. Capricorn, make no mistake about that. Presently, you're learning to deal with things in a more easy type of light, not take everything onto your shoulders because you're realizing how stress can really impact you. And so you are feeling a little bit better about not being on full display or reacting emotionally really quickly because, some things um, are just in a process. In the fall, the leaves are just turning, turning, turning. I mean, you don't have to react right away. You can wait and feel it out because it's gonna look colorful. It's gonna look pretty. Even if the weather is not necessarily changing for the better, just depending on in terms of feeling cold, colder. This is something that's going to be taking a while, and you can rest easy and enjoy more of spring going into summer now without so much, showing your worry wart side. So you're becoming more witty in a way. Brace yourself because there is some stronger emotion that someone will be trying to rev up inside of you, especially when it comes to a relationship attraction issue and someone really trying to get you to make a choice to choose them. And, you may be feeling more intellectual about it. Um, and you may want to just conglomerate all of your feelings together and not feel rushed. So brace yourself because this is a strong decision that's upcoming as the universe initiates you um, into further intelligence, um, higher intelligence, Capricorn. And you like to learn. So this is a challenge you will be accepting happily. Virgo. In the past, there is you coming up as being someone who took care of your finances when others may have assumed that you were running low on cash, you have actually been able to budget in a responsible way. This is coming up in your past, and this has been helpful. Right now, you're just looking at things, turning something over and over in your mind because you are coming up with the best plans of action for anything that you feel may be relevant when it comes to budgetary measures or, anything in general, making sure, you have a firm foundation for anything that you may be a little bit ambivalent about or just looking towards in a way of, hey, you're going to be prepared. Brace yourself because the world does have a change in store. Things will be turning over completely. So, this is something you can brace yourself for as the universe works on initiating you into a higher way of thought. There's growth that is still possible on some level. So don't doubt that. Look forward to that because you'll be digesting some new information that's upcoming. Scorpio. In your recent past, something is coming up that is all about an ending of some sort. This could be a relationship, this could be the actual passing of someone. This is something that has garnered um, or provoked you, garnered some type of response, some type of new way of viewing the world, or just has solidified your old way of thinking. Scorpio, in the present, you are ready to walk away from some scenario. You have possibly had enough of something, or someone dictating something to you, or telling you something. You are just ready to let someone know, hey, you're not going to be um, participating in this or that, and you're ready to walk away or turn your back on a situation or a person if they don't straighten up. And brace yourself. In the near future, someone will really be looking up to you. This person has a lot of emotional baggage. This person hasn't has not really felt safe in the past. And this person is kind of like attaching to you. You're this person's example, or you will be this person's example. And that's a big responsibility. So that's something you definitely want to brace yourself for as the universe unfolds some scenario for you um, that will test you on some levels and indoctrinate you into a higher wisdom. Libra. In the past, you have participated in helping someone to see the light when it comes to fairness on an issue. If people have really not agreed upon something, you have been the one that people have turned to help the whole situation to be seen more clearly and to even out the seesaw of something that has been transpiring. In the present, you are on a course that you know is going to bring you more contentment because you're not going to have it any other way. You're remaining steadfast in some matter or some choice. Brace yourself in the future because you will be at a point to where you want to hold back. You don't want to give too much because you are really concerned about refueling emotionally, maintaining your sense of, being on an even keel and being grounded. And the universe will be initiating you into um, more of an intellectual growth period when things go down, um, helping you to feel more complete when you do share, as opposed to finding other reasons to hold back um, in some way. So you will be able to either really approach a situation where the person who you're around is really seeing your viewpoint and yet challenging you at the same time. So you're going to feel like you're holding on and becoming enlightened at the same time, because the universe is going to be bringing you another situation to where you can hold on and release. It's very important to inhale just as much so as to exhale. And so, feeling grounded, you'll be able to approach this in a way that encourages your growth, your emotional, spiritual journey. That's what is going to be called to develop more. Aries. So, in the past, there was some type of disagreement that's showing up in your spread, and this is something that you were able to get through. It may have taken a while, but you got through it. In the present, you may be feeling like you're a little adverse, a little irritated with something that has manifested around you or within the world in general. It could be something that is private as well, just some feelings that are coming up that are kind of like, nah, you're not you're not really in the most upbeat type of mood necessarily for one reason or another. And just brace yourself, because the universe wants you to step out a little bit. Um, when you take some initiative, it's going to help you to expand on some level, because the universe is really encouraging you to ripen your viewpoints. And this is going to be coming up shortly for you. So that's what's coming up here. Pisces. The past has required some action, or you've really felt the need to make some moves in one way, in one direction or another, because you just felt like you couldn't just sit back and wait and see what was going to transpire, because you know the winds were blowing and you had to make sure you were in a firm surrounding. You had to make moves to help those around you to feel more safe or secure, or just to feel better about knowing what they should be doing, so that everyone could be um, more, let's just say, less baffled about something that has gone on, more complete in knowing that you were taking a stand firm and you weren't going to sit back and wait. And there is a certain level of nostalgia that's making itself known to you. Um, you are deepening some relationship, that you've had with someone else. Something from the past is coming back. And if it's not haunting to some of you, it is just making a lot of you feel a lot better about other things going on because you know there's something stable that you still have a connection with from the past. So it's in the present. It's not just something that was comforting back way back when. You're finding comfort in it now. Do brace yourself because people will be coming to you for some advice. They could be going through an earth shattering type of scenario. And no one has all the answers, Pisces, and yet you just want to brace yourself that you won't be overtaken and windswept with something else that's going on because people will be looking up to you. And it's like a leadership position for some of you. So you definitely want to, of course, take care of yourself, and yet the universe is showing you how you can help others in their times of need as well. So the universe will be challenging you. And when you brace yourself, you'll be ready for how the universe is going to encourage you to develop a perspective that is even more wise than your years have given you thus far. And that is what's going on in everyone's spread as of right now. If you want to contact me personally, you can readily do that by typing in Milana Laveau, that's Levoe, and that's on Wingo, Astrofame, or Keen. Wingo and Astrofame are together. Keen is another company. And you can also contact me in the comment section and I'll check that out. If you want something more general, something say spiritual, or a reading that is about da da da, just let me know. And then I can incorporate that hopefully into the next reading. Thank you for your subscriptions, your likes. Thank you for gracing this page. And may everything go smoothly for you. I'm out.